Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel and happy Halloween. I think this video is going up on Halloween and it's so ironic because I did not even have in mind the fact that I would be filming when I did this on my face. So I have a market in 2 days, an in-person market called Rosebud, and they're having a little Halloween party. Like, that's the theme of it. People, I'm assuming, are going to be dressing up because they're also having a costume party, not for the vendors but for like the shoppers, the buyers. And I'm like, you know what? It's a Halloween theme market. It's 4 days or 5 days before Halloween. I need to do something. I'm not dressing up in like a costume, but I want to do something on my face. So I'm like, okay, let me look on TikTok for some easy Halloween face paints. And this is what I did. It's like a skull. Really quickly, you know, I just did it real sloppy like I said, I just wanted to kind of run through and do a test run before Halloween. It kind of sucks, you know, I feel like glasses ruin everything because I do actually have wings on my eyes, which never done in my life before, which I'm like, wait a minute. They kind of look cute. And then I have this on the insides. But glasses, I feel like, ruin the whole look. But I figured I would leave my face on while I'm doing this haul because I'm pretty sure, like I said, this is going up on Halloween. So why not? Happy spooky season. If you guys have kids, I hope you have fun trick-or-treating. If they're young enough, I'm definitely taking my 2 kids trick-or-treating with my mom, and I'm really excited. So anyway, today we have a Goodwill Bins haul for you guys. All these pieces, actually, there's only like 15 pieces here. I just photographed these items, listed all of them today. This first piece literally sold minutes after I listed it. And I'm like, okay, maybe I listed it too low, but there is a little flaw on it, which is why I listed it as low as I did. This is a vintage, made in the USA, Oshkosh little romper. I thought it was a dress at first. No, it's a romper. It has butterflies all over it. This is what the tag looks like. Made in the USA, size 6. Now, if you could see on the front, there's a little bit of bleeding. Like, the blue there has bled. I did not find any other listings like this though, and I thought the butterflies would do well. And at first, when I picked this up at the bins, I'm like, oh, I feel like maybe I should try to get this bleeding out by myself. But it's a decent amount there, if you could see. So I'm like, you know what? No, I'm just going to list it as is. I'm going to list it low. And I feel like somebody's going to want it. And I put in the description, like, there's a decent amount of bleeding. I did not personally treat it, you know, just to let them know. But I thought this was so freaking cute. And I listed it at $29.99. So I'm actually going to put this in a poly bag because I'm going to ship it out tomorrow. So I listed it at $29.99 after my 10% coupon that I always have going on eBay. They paid $26.99 plus shipping. So, you know, for a kid's item, that's still really great. But the fact that it was vintage, Oshkosh, made in the USA, a butterfly print, super cute, probably from the 90s, like Y2K. I think that's why it sold so quickly. And again, maybe I should have listed it a little bit higher, but I'm happy to see that go. Like, I did not even take it to my storage unit. Like I said, I just photographed these items earlier. They're right here on a pile. I was planning on taking them to my storage unit a little bit later. So the fact that I didn't even have to put it away into my inventory system yet, perfectly fine with that profit. And I only paid 92 cents for it. For everything this haul I'm going to show you today, I only paid 92 cents. So that is really amazing. I actually went back to the bins yesterday. These items are from my Monday trip to the bins. Today's Thursday. I'm like having a really productive week, actually, you guys. I feel like my change in my schedule, like changing to 15 listings Monday through Friday, and then dropping a YouTube video, which I'm kind of sad about. Like that, I'm kind of sad about. I feel like at some point I'm going to go back up to 3 videos a week. I just love posting videos, but the fact that I went down to 2 videos and do the 15 listings Monday through Friday, I've been doing that for like, I think I'm on my 2nd week now doing that. And I feel like it just took some of the pressure off. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. And I don't know why I even started saying that. Oh yeah, because I was having a productive week. I feel like doing that, making that change in my routine, because I really have never changed my routine when it came to reselling. I was always stuck in my head, like, you have to list every single day. You don't have to. This is your business. You can customize it how you want. This is not one size fits all. 2 people's reselling businesses are never going to look exactly the same. You know what I mean? And I need to remember that. So I feel like this change, allowing myself to make a change for myself, to better myself and my mental health, like, and to ultimately better my business, I feel like it kind of sparked something in me. I had a really productive week. I went to the bins Monday. On Tuesday, I listed 30 items. I listed 15 for Tuesday, and then for Wednesday, I had 15 scheduled. I photographed and listed those items, I should say. Yesterday, which was Wednesday, I went back to the bins again. And then today, which is Thursday, I photographed these 15 items. I listed these 15 items, as well as like I cross-listed some items this morning and stuff. But when I'm done this video, I plan on photographing at least 15 more items for tomorrow, which is Friday. And then either today or tomorrow. It's probably going to end up being tomorrow. It's still pretty early. It's only, oh, well, it's 12:39. I don't know why I thought it was like 11 something in the morning. Probably because I was doing this makeup for a good half hour at least. But anyway, what the heck, you guys? I'm so sorry. I always tend to ramble. But yeah, so yesterday I went back to the bins. These items are from my Monday trip, and then these are the rest of my items from my Monday trip, and then I have not even started on my trip from yesterday. Anyway, you guys, so I paid 92 cents for each of these items. Like I said, this piece is really cute, but it does have a little flaw, which I did not realize at the bins. This is vintage by Leslie Faye, and it probably is going to take you guys a minute to even see what's on here, but it's a knit red sweater. And then on the inside here, very subtle, I don't even know if you're going to be able to notice, but it has 2 ducks. So subtle in the knit. Like, I'm hoping that it comes up in the photographs. I have not photographed this yet because I don't know if you could tell, but right here, yeah, you definitely can. It has 2 spots. I tried to hand wash them a little bit with Dawn dish soap because Dawn dish soap can get so many things out. But I might have to actually like stain treat this. And honestly, when you look at it, you cannot really tell. But for some reason, when I was photographing it, it looked like a huge mark. Like, I was like, oh, I'll just list it like this. It's not a big deal. Like, it's not that noticeable. But then in the picture, it looked way bigger than it was. So I don't know. I'm going to have to see what I want to do with that piece. This piece, you guys, is a bolo as far as like style-based pieces go. Not the brand. I mean, any brand, even unbranded pieces like this will sell. And this might shock you, honestly. But this is a little basic, dainty little cami. This happens to have a lace trim with sequins embroidered. So freaking cute. Now, you guys, all the fairy core girls are loving this. All the coquette, I never know how to say that. Girlies, they love styles like this. Like, literally, I recently sold a Hollister baby doll little cami, exactly like this, had lace trim on the top and the bottom. If you guys know, like, if you grew up in my era, those Hollister and Abercrombie little camis that you wore underneath other shirts were everything. That's what I'm talking about. I sold one of those for $22. And I'm pretty sure I had a small hole in the back. Like, are you kidding me? And it sold within under a week as well. If you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen me, or you may have seen me post about it on my story. This is the same exact vibe, but I love the lime green. I love the lace trim. And you guys, you might be shocked to hear that I'm going to be listing this at $28. Now, it might sell for $28. It might not sell for $28. I expect it to at least sell around $22 to $25, which is like mind-blowing. And I wish I would have known that back in the day because I had so many pieces like that. But that Y2K kind of fairy core style, people love. And you definitely want to stack those keywords in there or else nobody's going to find it, you know? This piece, should have left behind, it has a flaw. But if it did not have a flaw, it is a great piece. It's still a great piece. I'm still listing it. And pro tip, look at blazers. I used to just pass by every single blazer. I used to not even take a second look at it because I was like, no. Like, I see them all the time. I'm sure you guys see them a lot too. Especially if you're a bins digger. And I never thought they were worth anything. But some are worth a lot of money, you guys. So this one happens to be a vintage Land's End made in the USA. It's a Land's End and Harris Tweed collaboration. Harris Tweed is a brand I've sold in the past as well, their jackets. This is also 100% Scottish wool, made in the USA. I mean, it's hand woven, like This is beautiful. The houndstooth pattern, I love it. It is a perfect little fall piece. And this is a 46 long, which is a bigger size. But I did not notice this at the bins. I need to get better about checking the backs of my items as well thoroughly. But the back of this, you guys, has a little rip there. A little rip. It's not all the way through to the lining. Like, it's not ripped through the lining, but it is there. So unfortunately, I'm going to be listing this significantly lower just so that way it sells. But if this was in perfect condition, I could get probably around $60 to $70, which, like I said, if you pass up blazers, don't. I mean, don't pick up every one, but definitely research them. Like, some Ralph Lauren blazers can do really well. This is wool, which is great for the winter time. You know, you want to base what you're picking up on the season, obviously. In the summertime, linen blazers, they do so well. But yeah, pro tip, you guys, a lot of people pass up blazers, but now you know not to necessarily. This piece is a funky little vintage piece. I almost wanted to take this to market, but I'm like, no, I'm gonna list it. So funky, probably from the 90s. Little crew sweatshirt, cropped, little 3/4 sleeves, terry lining. Look at this. Oh my gosh, I just love this. Like, I don't know why I love this so much. Like, maybe, is this a kid's? I don't think this is a kid's. I really don't. It looks like an adult medium, like how wide that is. But so fun. Saved by the Bell vibes, honestly, and I might put that in my title or in my description. I don't think I could put it in my title because it's like an actual movie name. I don't want to get in trouble for that. This little bread and butter piece for this time of year, especially for the holidays, little Argyle sweater vest. This is vintage by Bugle Boy, size large. I'm not going to get a ton for this, but I'm listing it around $28. I expect to get between 20 and 25. If I get 28, that would be great, but I never really expect to get my full price for anything. I always list a little bit higher than I'm expecting to get, like 10 to 20%, because I always have a 10% sale on eBay, and then I always have a 10% coupon on eBay as well, and then I send offers. So on eBay, they can use the coupon and my sale, like they can stack the coupon on top of the sale, which I know, that's why I do 10% and 10%, but they cannot stack the coupon, the sale, and my offer, you know what I mean? So if I send them an offer, then it will just be my offer. Oh, what is that? I think that's a stink bug. Ew. It looks like it's inside, but it's like between the window. It's like on the screen of the window, but the window's not open. It's chilly out today. I don't know why I have like a sense for bugs. Like, I just looked right at him and I had no idea he was there. But anyway, I don't even know what the heck I was saying now. But yeah, so I always price a little bit higher. This next piece is basically like that last piece. Little sweater vest. Argyle Preppy Golf. That's all things I want to put my title. Now this brand, I debated on this because I've sold this brand in the past. Usually sits forever and it usually does not sell for a lot. But because it's a perfect time of year for this, and I'm going to list it, you know, kind of low. This is a Chaps by Ralph Lauren piece. This is a size large. I'm going to list it at $25. I expect to only get $20 for this. But yeah, Chaps, not necessarily a brand that I am going to pick up, but I really like the style of this. Again, I can put all those keywords in the title. Golf, preppy, Argyle. I feel like even old money is a good keyword for that. So yeah, keyword stacking, great for pieces like that. This, no brand tag on it, kind of crochet one button cardigan. Look how freaking cute this is. Oh my goodness, this is like a size medium. The one button, it's like a one snap. It has this bow on it. Olive green color. Oh, so cute. I love this. Perfect little staple piece for this time of year. That I'm going to be listing around $25. This piece I debated on keeping because I just think it's so cute. And if it doesn't sell quickly, I might end up keeping it. It's a vintage little t-shirt, kind of has a garden theme, but I love how the sleeves have the print on it as well. Just something about that. Sleeves normally don't have the print all around it, but this is vintage by Northern Reflections. I've sold so many sweaters by this brand in the past. Size large, so cute. So I put the words garden in my title, floral, grandma core, cottage, all those keywords. I love keywords. If you guys are not using keywords and style words in your titles, you definitely need to be. Reseller's Edge helps me a lot with that. If you guys ever want to check that out, I always have a link down in my description. I'm not really going to talk too much about that in this video, but most of my pieces are like style-based pickups because for one, I don't find a lot of high-end brands. And for two, I feel like I'm a pro with a lot of keywords nowadays that I'm just drawn to those more style-based, keyword-based pickups. Like this, which is a vintage, and of course vintage. You guys know I love vintage. Like, I accidentally have become kind of a vintage seller. Like, not fully, I don't only sell vintage, but I sell a lot of vintage, and it's kind of by accident. But I find a lot of it, and a lot of it is on trend, which is amazing. So this little floral cardigan, so freaking cute. Again, with the grandma core vibes. This is a petite large, petite medium. Also, this is an Angora lamb's wool silk blend, super soft. I feel like this is a coquette vibes as well. It also has like the puff sleeves a little bit. Oh my gosh, a fuzzy flew off of here, and I feel like it's like sucked my nose. Oh, I forgot I had that on. I need to remember to take that off before I go get my kids. I don't really want to be walking out of the house like this, but I'm hoping the black doesn't stain my face too much. Anyway, this next piece, again, vintage Gap. I love selling vintage Y2K 90s Gap. This is definitely from the late 90s, early 2000s, men's size medium, button-up shirt, paisley print. If this was plain and not paisley print, I would have not gotten it, even though it's vintage Gap. But the paisley print, I feel like I could put, again, a lot of keywords, retro, groovy, 70s, like that. I feel like totally goes for this. And this, I'm not going to get a ton for it, but I'm going to list it right around that $25 mark. Expect to get $20 to $25. This piece was somebody's throwback. I love going through people's throwbacks. Actually, the very first piece, or maybe it wasn't the first piece, but the tank top, like the fairy core lime green tank top, cami, was somebody's throwback. Along with this, somebody's throwback. So freaking cute. Vintage, embroidered, kind of patchwork sweater. That's what the tag looks like. Size large. There's also a button on this little V-neck. Like, that could be closed if you wanted it to be. So freaking precious. I feel like this gives total fairy core vibes. Actually, I feel like ballet core as well could go with this. Like, the cropped vibes, like Gloria was talking about in her one video from Be a Glow. Just the cropped sweater vibes is so ballerina core, I feel like. This piece, vintage, I think this is from the 60s. Look at how old this tag is. So old. This is like a men's size small. It has elbow pads, which is such a great thing. If anything that you're selling has elbow patches. I don't know if it's elbow pads. I feel like elbow patches is a better word. You want to put that in your title for sure. This also has pockets, has corduroy trim. So freaking cute. Now, the one elbow patch, unfortunately, it has a small rip in it. But I feel like also somebody could fix that. It's right on the seam. I did note that, of course. But this I'm going to be listing around $29 because it's from the 60s. That little bit of wear should really not affect it too much. But it is a men's small, unfortunately. So a little bit of a smaller size. This piece I kind of debated, but I cannot leave pieces like this behind, you guys. Look at this sequin. Oh my goodness. Kind of looks like flowers, does it not? Kind of geometric, floral vibes. This is in such good condition. It is so heavy. This is like a tunic length, which I really like. And this is by Adrian Vittadini. Size medium. Yeah, this is just in great condition. I'm putting keywords like disco, rave, also should put artsy. This is just, I love it. Love this. Now, pieces like this, I'm actually going to put this in a clear poly bag before I put it in my inventory because it's so beaded, so dainty. I don't want it to accidentally get caught on any other pieces while it's being stored, you know, the beads and stuff. And I also just want to like preserve the quality of this. So I fold it up kind of nicely. Put it in this poly bag. I have like actually I have a handful of sequin pieces left. A lot of my tank tops and vests I have been taking to market. I think I have 1 or 2 more in my storage unit that are for sale online that I have hanging on hangers in there. So this, I'm going to be putting just like this. And then that way when it sells as well, it's so much easier for me. Just grab that, which is nice. I would do that to all of my pieces, but I have found that putting the pieces in the clear poly bags like that before I put them in the storage makes me be able to put less pieces in each tote, if that makes sense. So without putting them in the clear poly bags, I could fit a lot more pieces in each tote. This piece, love this piece. It's super tiny, as you could probably see. Like, look how small that is. But total Y2K pair of bleached jeans. Look at this, kind of acid wash bleach. Paris blues, super old paper tag. Love that. I believe this is a made in the USA. No, made in Mexico, but either way. Perfect little Y2K piece. I feel like one of the girlies are gonna love this. I just noticed it's like down the butt crack. It's also in the front though. So anyway, this is a size juniors 3. The waist is like a 26 inch. So again, pretty small. But I know somebody's going to love that. Preppy, Y2K, even I feel like grunge I could use for that. And that I'm listing around $28. And then this is the last piece in this haul. I actually showed pieces exactly like this in one of my last hauls. This is such a bolo style-based piece right now in the fall and winter time. This kind of blanket. This is a faux wrap, but even the wrap style midi skirts, plaid. Some of them are wool. This one is not. But this one has this buckle detailing. This is faux wrap, like I said. But this is by Crazy Horse Liz Claiborne, size 10. And I love the red. Like, the red is so holiday. I feel like that's such a great little holiday kind of Christmas piece for somebody. So you guys, that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm not sure if I'm ending this right now with this haul portion. I might add something else to this video. I might take you guys into my storage unit. Unsure yet, but I'm actually going to go take this makeup off so it doesn't stain my face too bad before I go out of the house. So it is a few hours later. I actually already did an outro for this video and all of that earlier, but I figured because I just got done photographing 15 more items, listing these 15 more items, scheduled them for tomorrow, which is Friday. I figured I would show you the rest of these items because there are some, what the young kids would say, bangers in here. I mean, seriously, there's a lot of great pieces that I just photographed and I couldn't not show you. Disclaimer, if you hear any background noise, my neighbor and somebody else is being really loud outside and I'm choosing to not wait for them to film the rest of this. So this is a very interesting pair of Crocs. Look at these, you guys. When I saw these, I'm like, what? I'm pretty sure somebody put these back. I really don't spend a lot of time in the shoe bins anymore. These do have a little bit of wear, but in really good condition. You know, they have a lot of life left to them. And these are called the Axle Terrain. Like, some people are calling them boat shoes, which I could definitely see. But so cool. They have leather on them, just super interesting. These are selling right around $30, so I'm going to be listing mine right around $30. Now this actually has some stain spray on it, I just realized. Also has a hole in the armpit, so I'm thinking about keeping this for myself, especially now that I saw the stain. I thought this was super freaking cute. Like, are you kidding? Look at this button-up shirt. It is a size small, so I have to try it on. I'm not sure if that's going to fit, but I love this color green, these flowers, the denim collar. It does have a stain in the front, like I said. I do have some stain spray on it. I'm not sure that that's going to come out, but I figured that I would give it a try. Now, these next two things are like staple pieces for this time of year. Such a great bolo style piece. Like I said earlier, a lot of bolo style-based pieces in this video. This is a pair of bib overalls. Now, this is just by the brand Old Navy. Literally nothing crazy. But these are a size 14 petite. So a better size 14. I love selling that size, but size petite. But anyways, I'm going to be listing these right around $30. I expect to get $25 to $30. You know, not a ton of money, but again, really, the brand doesn't matter. These overalls do really well this time of year. And speaking of overalls, this next piece, I was actually shocked to have found this. Like, I was digging in a bin right next to a t-shirt bro. They completely missed these. Look at these, you guys. I'm pretty sure these are from the 80s. Pair of Carhartt bib overalls. Now, these are pretty distressed, pretty thrashed, as some people call it. But that is the style. A lot of people are wearing workwear as streetwear. It is wild and very profitable for us. It can be. But yeah, I thought this was very interesting. So it looks like somebody kind of started a project with this. There's like patches on it that's held on with pins. And at first I was going to take them off, but I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to leave it there and the buyer can decide what to do with them. I peeked underneath one of them and I'm pretty sure that there's just distressing under each of those. Like I think somebody was planning on fixing them up or something. One of these was stitched and the rest was not. Super odd, but this is the logo and then the tag, you guys. This was made in the USA, union made, which I put in the title. That is a great sign. And this is a 42 by 30, which is also a bigger size and a good size. So this pair, you guys, now comps for vintage Carhartt overalls are all over the place. So I really kind of guessed when it came to this. I did not see any with the patches on it like that. So I'm like, you know what? Mine are a little bit different. They're also carpenter style. I didn't mention that, but mine are a little bit different. So I'm going to list them around $100. So I listed them at $99.99. And I did see a black pair like this sell for $127. Now those were not thrashed, but like I said, people do love the distressed, the destroyed Carhartts especially. This is just a great little filler, bread and butter piece, Vineyard Vines belt. This is in great condition. It looks like nobody ever really wore it. This is a smaller size. Actually, I guess a bigger size technically because it's a boy's size 26. Or I guess a really small girl could totally wear that. And these are selling for right around $20. So super easy to photograph that. Don't mind throwing in pieces like that from time to time in my stores. This, super cute, you guys. I find pieces like this all the time that I have to throw back because they're just too stained. This does have some discoloration along the neckline. I don't even know if you could tell, but I could not leave it behind because otherwise it's in pretty good condition. Embroidered, floral, grandma core, cottagecore vibes. This is just by Alfred Dunner, which I'm not putting in the title. And this is a size large. So this piece I'm going to be listing around $25. If this did not have the discoloration around the neckline, I would list that closer to $30. But I honestly expect that to sell pretty quickly for me. This piece I was so excited about, you guys. Look at this. This is gorgeous. This is a vintage Ralph Lauren silk skirt. Floral, size 12, so that's a great size, kind of ruffle, asymmetrical. I absolutely love this. Dark academia, romantic grunge, even fairy grunge vibes. Love it. This piece I am listing around $42. These pieces can do really, really well. Now this piece, this is one of the few kids brands that I pick up. Mini Bowden, 7 to 8 years, little tiered mini skirt. Kind of knee length actually, floral, and it's corduroy, elastic waist. Now the one drawstring is a little jacked up, but the drawstrings themselves work like they're supposed to. So this piece, you know, kids pieces don't go for a ton of money, but again, a great filler piece. Some kids pieces I love listing and love picking up because they're so easy to photograph, and that I'll list around $20. And then this actually tried on, but it's just a little too big for me, you guys. If it was long sleeves, I wouldn't mind it as much, but something about these short sleeves, I just, not a big fan of them, me personally, but look at this, you guys. Vintage, all over animal print, like little, literal, full animal bodies on there. So freaking cute. Total safari vibes, quarter zip, boxy, oversized fit. This is a size large. Definitely vintage. Look at that tag. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited for somebody to get this and wear this and love this. I'm going to list that right around $28. I just love unique pieces like that. And I'm going to put my title for sure, all over print, or even AOP. That stands for all over print. Now this, I think it was earlier in this video, I showed a t-shirt by this same brand. Here's another t-shirt found on a different day. I didn't mention it. This part of the video, guys, I totally forgot until right now. I took my skull makeup off, as you guys see. So the outro of this is going to be Skull Ashley again. But the items I'm showing you right now are from yesterday, and I paid 89 cents per piece. And then the items from earlier were from Monday. Anyway, I found the same kind of vibe t-shirt, same brand, in the same week. Like, so freaking cute. This is a beach scene. The one earlier had a garden scene. And this one I'm listing around $25, which is the price I was listing the other one at. This, look at this, you guys. Mini skirt. Look at this brand. Trip NYC. This is such a great bolo brand for you to find. Such a punk, kind of grunge, goth brand. This is a reversible denim mini skirt. I love the leopard print. Reversible, like I said, which is wild. And this brand can sell for like $40 to $50 just for mini skirts. Kind of wild. I'm going to be listing mine right around $40. I did not see anything exactly like mine sell, so I'm kind of listing it right in that middle, kind of lower range as far as comps go. This, another skirt, total style base. There is no brand in this. Midi skirt, kind of A-line, flares out a little bit. Look at these super cute floral paisley print, kind of earthy colors. Size 12, elastic waist on the back. I feel like fairy core I can also use in this, like fairy core, cottage core, all great keywords to use in the title of this. And this I'll be listing around $28. This is such a great piece, again, for this time of year. This is a velvet little midi dress. You could also call this a jumper. This kind of dresses are referred to as jumpers in some country. This is a velvet one, purple velvet with these flowers. So freaking cute. Whimsigoth. I feel like even cottagecore in that. And I recently sold a little jumper dress, plaid, that I showed in a previous haul. That sold super fast. That actually sold yesterday on eBay, which was only like a day or same day as I listed it. So this piece I'll be listing around $34. This, you guys, a banger. Oh my gosh, the vintage t-shirt bros would be so mad. Look at this vintage piece. Vintage snap-on tools. People love this stuff. Bomber jacket, button up, snap up, lined. Love this. Again, snap-on tools, vintage snap-on tools. Jackets are kind of going all over the place. It really depends on the style. I'm going to be listing mine right around $40 in hopes that it sells pretty quickly as well. There is a little pool in the back. I don't know if you can see that. A pretty big pool, actually, but I feel like somebody is still going to love this. And besides that pool, it's in really good condition. And then last but not least, you guys, this was just sitting on the top of a bin. I'm pretty sure somebody thought the zipper was broken. It is not. I mean, the inside is a little tiny bit stained. Nothing major. I'm sure you can guess what brand this is. Lilly Pulitzer. This is called their insulated beach cooler. This is a very big size, kind of tote. And yeah, I don't know if somebody thought the zipper was broken because it was like this. Like, I literally thought the zipper was broken at first, but no. It can come apart like that, and then you kind of just zip it up like a jacket. Like, look at this. Kind of wild, but I'm really glad that I found it. And like I said, the inside has a little bit of marks on it, but the outside is in great condition. The straps are in great condition. Like, somebody's going to definitely love this. And this piece I'm going to be listing around $32. So I am going to flash back to past Ashley, Skull Ashley, to say goodbye to you guys. But I appreciate you guys if you made it to the end of this video. If you watched the whole way, happy Halloween. I hope you had a good Halloween if you're watching this after the fact. Or I hope you have a good Halloween if it is your Halloween right now. But thanks so much, you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.